This is Bruce Boudreau, head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take on one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, September the 27th. If you're new, here's what you should do. As the banner says, subscribe now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Right off the bat, I want to thank the moderators in advance. Do what you got to do. Thank the members, all members, legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise in advance. Thank you. And thanks to all of you, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Seafton and Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world. Know how much I appreciate you. Know how much I don't take you for granted. And I'm so grateful that you are here with me tonight. Or maybe you're listening on the podcast platforms. Thank you to you listeners as well. Make sure you rate and review the podcast. But for us now, live, subscribe now so you can leave messages in the chat. Make sure you like this video. Like the fact that we're together tonight talking about the Canucks. We don't have to like the fact that all of them are injured, which is I'm going to talk about in a second. And I appreciate all of you. You're welcome to leave donations. You're welcome to gift memberships. You're welcome to become members. Whatever you want to do, whatever you do, I appreciate you on this channel, and I appreciate your support of me on this channel. If you're new here, welcome. And just so you know, I talk for the first 15 minutes or so. Then in the middle, I'll ask you a question, and that's your cue to start answering, and then to leave me questions for the second half of the show. So I will do that at the halfway point when I do my mid-show sponsor read, and then we will kind of go from there and see how it goes. I will highlight certain comments especially if someone's leaving a donation or if someone's saying something really nice about me. No, I'm just kidding. It's more about the donations and highlighting those kind of things. And then it's weird. I can't put up member messages, but many of you use member messages, which is great. And Just Incredible just used one. He's been a legend for 21 months. And he says, C-Edits has an early morning with work, but she wanted me to pass on her greetings to everyone. Well, that's nice of her. That's nice of you, Justin. Is anyone worried about these injuries already? Hopefully they get it over with now and we can finish the season healthy. Go Canucks. I agree with you completely, and that's what I'm going to lead with right now. But before we start, I'm wearing this sweet jersey because it's Tuesday night. It's bowling night. You guys have seen this before. I'm not sure if you can see that. If that was even in view, it says Clay Emo on the back, and then it has a nice. I'm not sure you guys saw this. It has a nice music notes here, and then of course bowling stuff. Tonight though, I bowled well, but I got swept. I was bowling against my former teammate who technically should be a number 2 on his team, but he's number 1. He's the leadoff right now. And I bowled really well. I'm remarkably consistent. I did 185, 171, 172, 154 for an average of 171. Last week I bowled 172. The week before I bowled 171. So I'm very, 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 very consistent. Just that my opponent tonight bowled a 185 average. So I bowled 170 average, which is good for me. He bowled a 185, and that's why he should be a number 2. So he swept. I'm okay though. He apologized to me. I think he felt bad that he was a leadoff, but I told him don't never apologize for bowling well. So yes, and our team got smoked 40-10. So we haven't had the best start to the season. You know who I hope has a good start to the season? The Vancouver Canucks. But before that, I want to highlight that Justin has gifted 5 memberships. So thank you, Justin, for your generosity. YouTube allocates those memberships. I wouldn't say randomly, but at their discretion based on interaction with this channel. So it looks like Brian, Nightbot, Mialza, Ann Lee, and EJ87 all gifted franchise memberships for a month. So I hope that you stay members. And Justin, thank you very much for your donation. Also, Lucas, another legend coming through. Thank you for your donation. You said you like the bowling jersey. Well, thank you, Lucas. kind of like the subtle designs of the musical notes, since you know the musical parodies and all. Yeah, and even good observation. And even if I don't do the parodies, as you know, I'm a musician, I'm a pianist, so I wanted to really, I really wanted to make sure that was represented on here. So thank you, Lucas and Justin. Thanks to you as well. Very generous. Really, that amounts to a $25 donation from Justin because he bought 5 memberships. And Lucas, thanks to you. Okay, let me chat now for a few minutes. I titled this "Everyone is Injured." So we've talked that Brock Boeser, we talked about yesterday how he's out for 3 or 4 weeks. And yesterday I talked about what that could look like. Does he come back after missing 3 games, 4 games, 5 games, 6 games, 7 games? Then Ilya Mikheyev did not practice today, and we found out he's out week to week with a lower body injury. Week to week, it could be 1 week, it could be 8 weeks, which I hope it's not. So Ilya Mikheyev is out with an injury. And remember when he got hit, I saw it happen. First I thought he was winded, then I thought maybe he maybe got a concussion because he hit his head maybe, or maybe it was a bruised rib or an arm or an elbow or a wrist or a finger or shoulder. But apparently it's lower body. So my gut feeling is he either landed wrong on his tailbone or his butt or his leg, or twisted something. But I actually think it was because he got rid of the puck, then he turned and he got hit. I wonder if either his hip or his knee got twisted. That's what I'm thinking, and that's maybe what happened. Yeah, that's maybe what happened. So, but we don't know for sure. But what we do know is Ilya Mikheyev is out with a lower body injury. So that's 2 top 9 forwards, Boeser and Mikheyev. I'll talk about that in a sec. Tyler Myers then wasn't at practice either, and I was worried that maybe he got hurt or something, maybe in his preseason game on Sunday. But apparently it was a sickness, but it was not COVID related. Okay, so we can accept that as well. And then Travis Dermott got injured during practice and had to be helped to the dressing room. So I'm sure they're going to evaluate him today, tomorrow. So we don't know even what's wrong with him. So picture this. We could have Boeser, Mikheyev, Myers, and Dermott all out. Now, it sounds like Myers was a sickness, so hopefully he gets better quickly. But we don't know about Pullman. We don't know about Mikheyev. Well, we kind of know that he's week to week. So it could be longer than Boeser's absence, though, or it could be shorter. Hopefully Myers comes back right away, and we're still waiting for news about Pullman. So all these things, that's really 2 of your top 6 or 7 defensemen, 2 of your top 9 forwards. And I know a lot of people are saying, I'm glad it's happening now as opposed to later. I agree. I'm glad it's happening now while the regular season hasn't even begun yet. But if Boeser, Mikheyev, and let's say Dermott are out for the start of the regular season, 2 points on October 12th count the same as 2 points on April 12th. So yes, you want to be as healthy as you can when you're making that playoff push, but we're also mature enough to recognize that the games are still worth just as much now when the season starts, or on October 12th, as they will at the end of the season. So we will see what happens. Now, what did this mean for all the lines? Well, because you're missing Boeser and Mikheyev, 2 right wingers, basically all 4 lines got modified today, and it was all guys on the right side. So Garland moved up and took Boeser's spot. So the first line was Miller between Pearson and Garland. Now you need to fill in Garland's spot on the Horvat line. So then it went Horvat, Podkolzin, and Curtis Lazar, who took Garland's spot. Okay, now you got to fill Mikheyev's spot. So it was Pedersen, it was Kuzmenko, and Niels Höglander went up to the Pedersen's line. So instead of simply inserting Höglander into Boeser's spot, they actually put him with Petey. And then your 4th line, now you have to replace Lazar. So it was Dickinson, it was Dakota Joshua, and it was Phil DiGiuseppe, who I said was really good actually at the preseason game, given his speed and his size. So again, Miller between Pearson and Garland, Horvat between Podkolzin and Lazar, Pedersen with Kuzmenko and Höglander, and then Dickinson with DiGiuseppe and Joshua. Now, Tyler Myers was out, so that's Danny DeKeyser's regular partner. So it was OEL and Hughes as your top pairing. Then it was DeKeyser with Tucker Pullman. Does that become your de facto second pairing with Tyler Myers out. Then you had Travis Dermott before he got hurt playing with Kyle Burrows. To me, that screams fourth pairing. And then you had Rathbone with Schenn. So OEL stayed with Hughes. Rathbone stayed with Schenn. So you could argue that's maybe the first and the third pairing. You can say DeKaiser Pullman was your second pairing. And then given the fact, by nature of being paired with Kyle Burrows, then maybe Dermott Burrows was the fourth pairing. Now, so if you get through all of that, and then they also had new power play units. But again, you're missing Brock Boeser, who is likely going to be obviously on the first unit, and then you're likely, was Mikheyev going to play on the second unit? We're not sure. So as expected, Kuzmenko, another right-hand shot, filled in for Boeser on the first power play unit. So you have Hughes up top, you have Miller and Petey on the flanks, you have Horvat in the bumper, and you have your right-handed, remember I explained this yesterday, you need a right-hand shot as your net front presence so he can come out, play on Miller's side, and then feed Horvat one-timers. So that was Andrei Kuzmenko. So that was the first power play unit. The second power play unit had Rathbone and OEL up top as defensemen. Remember, you always want two defensemen, or you generally want two defensemen on your second unit. So it was Rathbone and OEL, and I believe it was Garland, Höglander, and Pearson. There was no Podkolzin. Yeah, there's no Podkolzin on that. I'm pretty sure it was Garland, Pearson, and Höglander. So no natural center on the second unit, but you can always change on the fly, and you really don't need a center on that unit. So what does this all mean? Not a lot. Not a lot from a standpoint of, well, I guess we can read more into the forwards for sure, because if Boeser's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks, if Ilya Mikheyev, and what a horrible start to his Canucks career, but if he's going to be out at least a couple weeks, because week to week, if he was going to be back after a week, I think they'd say he's back in a week. But the fact that they say week to week, I'm guessing it's at least 2 weeks, hopefully not more than that, but you never know. It depends on the severity of his injury. So you know that those two guys are missing from your top nine. So this depth, we kept bragging about all the forwards. We've had our biggest, our most deep forward lines in a while. Well, it's going to be tested right away. A lot of us wanted Höglander in the top nine, so he's going to get a shot. And then it looks like maybe Curtis Lazar moves up, and then you have to fill in his spot on the fourth line. So I think when it comes to the forwards, we'll see how they practice tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of the way that it's shaping up if you're going to be missing Boeser and Mikheyev for any period of time. On D, that's where it's a little more interesting, because there's Tyler Myers, who we expect back if it was simply not feeling well, feeling under the weather, and it's not COVID related. So he should be back pretty quick. So then do you still put him with Danny DeKaiser? And you're basically signaling that you think Danny DeKaiser is a second pairing defenseman. Or let's say, I hope not, but let's say Travis Dermott is out. Then are you, Travis Dermott's out. That's tough, because on your left side, if you're going OEL and Hughes, who else do you have on the left side now? I guess you have Rathbone and DeKaiser. But I'd put DeKaiser as my third pairing. I go Rathbone Myers and then DeKaiser Schenn. But it sounds like they're trying to, it looks like they've been playing Rathbone and Schenn together. And again, I keep saying that makes sense because Schenn was good with Hughes. Rathbone plays like Hughes. Therefore, Schenn should be good with Rathbone. So tell you what, let's see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what they would, if Tyler Myers comes back, and then the trickle-down effect on D from there. So I want you to answer this question as we get to the halfway point of tonight's show. I'm asking you, how would you do up the lines? Remember yesterday I asked how you do the lines, and many of you correctly predicted Pearson, Miller, and Garland, which was good. So tell me what other lines you would do now. If, and you can say, no, I like what Bruce Boudreau did today, or do you have any other combinations that you wish he changed? So remember, he went Miller, Pearson, Garland, Horvat, Podkolzin, Lazar, Pettersson, Kuzmenko, Höglander, Dickinson, Joshua, and DiGiuseppe. Let me know in the comments what you think of those lines, or if you would make any tweaks if you were the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks. Let's thank my sponsors. First and foremost, I want to thank Van City Experts Real Estate, my lead sponsor. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. I want to thank Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. You can sign up now with my coach, Coach Patrick, for a free 7-day trial with him. Use that link that you see going across the bottom of the screen, performandtransform.ca/CanuckClay. Thank you as well to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor, and to Vessi Shoes, my brand collaborator. I can never say that word. Use the code CanuckClay at checkout, vessi.ca, and get $15 off every pair that you buy. Thanks to all my sponsors. Let's get to your comments right now. Jaskrin, do we have a game tomorrow? No, it's on Thursday, and I'm still selling tickets. I think I've sold my Upper Bowl tickets, actually. I had a guy contact me today. He's going to confirm by tomorrow at lunch. But then I still have my Lower Bowl tickets on sale for Thursday. And yes, Rosario says it's Thursday. And then the game is at 6:30, not 7. The game is at 6:30, not 7. I don't know about this. Maybe Lucas or Justin or someone else, do they still sell the Weekend t-shirts at the team store? Is that like Canucks Weekend or Weekend the rapper or the singer? Yes, Sunshine, the game is at 6:30. Jaskran's lines would be Jaskaran. You're either going to be really good or really, really bad. Welcome, Tyler. Fangirl, with all the injuries, do you think another prospect makes the starting lineup for the start of the season? I don't, Fangirl. I think if things stay the same, and who knows if it will, I think they're going to go with the guys that we saw today. So I don't see another prospect getting in front of all the guys that I just mentioned. Brian likes the way that Boudreau did the lineup. That's cool. Jaskran, is it safe to say that we have more depth than the Oilers? If you're talking about forward, you could argue that when they're healthy, the Canucks top 9 collectively, they're how do I say this? Yeah, maybe your 7th, 8th, and 9 guys are better than their 7th, 8th, and 9 guys, but I think they're 1, 2, and 3 guys, or at least they're 1 and 2 guys. Obviously, McDavid and Draisaitl are very, very good. Fung Q, did I hear about the Aquilini abuse allegations? I did. I don't want to talk about him here. It's a story that came out in the province. If it's I don't know. If it's true, it's horrible. If it's not true, it's a rough look. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. Lucas is saying if it's in the middle or near the season, it'd be a huge problem. But he's not grateful, but at least this injury bug is happening early. Maybe Jet Wu will get a call out. We'll see. I wasn't particularly impressed with him on Sunday, but he still has more time to make an impression. A line with Jacob, Clay, and Sean. That would be an absolute disaster. We would likely fight among ourselves, but I don't think we could even fight about being a puck hog because I don't know if anyone of us could be able to control the puck. I'm the best skater of the 3 of us, so that's not saying a lot. That would be an entertaining line to watch, especially if we were mic'd up, but I think we would be absolutely useless. Jaskrin says he'll ankle McDavid. Sebastian, not looking good for the Canucks. All my anticipation has turned into worry. Will the Canucks be able to bounce back mentally after a poor start? Well, let's hope they don't have a poor start, but I think that's a fair comment. Hopefully, Sebastian is not one that comes to fruition, but I think that is a fair comment. Taylor liked the van-based store. It is a cool store. Well, you think we could possibly see Klimovich in a game this year in the NHL? I do. I think, especially with injuries, and you think Hoglander might be the first guy called up, obviously, if he didn't start with the team. And then you think it might be Linus Karlsson or it might be Danilo Klimovich, who might get also a chance. So you if they're playing, you're getting injured, which isn't great. But I could see him getting. You go through a lot of players in the season. I could see him getting a shot for sure. Edmund says, I'm not too concerned, but I hope no one gets injured. Yeah, you and me both. Sharms, who would take the face-off of that line of Jake? Oh, it'd have to be me. I'm not awesome at face-offs, but I'm okay at them. But I'm the only one who's actually played hockey. Sean was a good... Actually, Sean played floor hockey now I think about it. So Sean would be our sniper, but he's so lazy. He would just wait in the offensive zone. Jacob could probably kind of go all over the place, but I'm not sure if actually he can skate well. And then I would have to take all the face-offs, I guess. Lucas, would you rather play street hockey, ice hockey, or floor hockey? And let's throw roller hockey in there. I play roller hockey. I've been playing for 10 years. Floor hockey, I think the elements are nicer than street hockey. And then ice hockey, I would love to play. I enjoy it. I'm a decent skater. I'm not amazing, but I'm a better ice skater than I'm a roller skater. But I've never really played ice hockey competitively, only casually. So I think I like ice hockey the most, then roller, then floor, then street. Although street's a lot of fun too. But it's a lot of times about the community as well. Where do you get the best viewing experience on the game on TV or in the arena? It depends what you want, fangirl. If you like the ambiance and the music and the crowd and seeing how fast these players are and appreciating them, then there's nothing like the arena. But that can be an expensive night depending on where you sit, where you park, how much you eat. And at the game at home, you get replays, you get commentary. So it really depends what you like. Yeah, Jaskrin, I don't know where Dean is. Maybe he's coming later. Edmund, safe to say Spencer Martin has secured the backup job. Yeah, the way his contract is structured, and I thought he was fine on Sunday. He let in that one bad goal, but I thought he made some really good saves. I think I wouldn't say he's locked it up, but I definitely think he's the favorite for sure. Cole says, hey, Clay, what's up? Hello, Cole. I believe Ilya Mikheyev will be ready to go opening night in Edmonton. I hope so. That'll be 2 weeks from now. Same with Dermott and Myers. I hope so. I will be at the game October 12th in Edmonton. That is awesome. Cheering for the Canucks, I presume, though. Taylor, you like to see a blue and green in Van Base. That's pretty cool. Klimovic is apparently bad defensively and shows little effort. Okay, well, he might have to change that a little bit, for sure. Tyler, how often will you use your green screen technology this season? The more in-depth look is always fun to watch. Yeah, I had big dreams of doing weekly or bi-weekly breakdowns, and they're maybe not as say technical as Parker's, who does a great job with his breakdowns when he does them. But I think mine are, not saying Parker's aren't fun. I think mine are pretty fun because I don't get too technical. I don't get too in the weeds. But yeah, we have a green screen at home that I should use more. But thank you, Tyler, for that feedback. I'll definitely take it under consideration for sure. Rosero says, in the arena, upper bowl between the blue lines is, yeah, I agree. That's a good view, actually. Carol, hey, Clay, what do you think? I think that everyone's going to be, my idea is that I think everyone's going to get well sooner in our players, get them back for the beginning of the season. I hope so, but I do not, Boeser, I don't think will be, he won't be ready. It says 3 to 4 weeks. The other 3 guys, maybe. Jasker, even though Spencer shouldn't have allowed the second goal, I still think he was amazing. Seelovs was also great. Yes, Seelovs is going to be a goaltender of the future for sure. How would I feel about a 3-4-3 start? I wouldn't like it, Sebastian. I would like it to be 4-3-3, at least above 500. What kind of blades do I use? I don't even know what brand they are, Funk You. They're kind of old. Maybe I'll dig them up before. No, they're kind of put away for the season, but they're not anything exciting. But I'll go grab the brand one day, and then I'll tell you, and then at least you'll probably appreciate it. Lucas, Clay, another reason to be at the arena than on TV. The games happen at least 10 seconds sooner in the building than on TV. Yes, there's often a 7-second delay from the arena to the TV. Not always, but depending on signal and everything. So sometimes you'll get actually a tweet. If it's right away, you could get a tweet just as a goal or before the goal is being scored, announcing the goal if you follow. Because if someone's tweeting from the arena and your signal is a bit delayed, then yeah, you'll kind of get notified even before it happens, which is pretty crazy. Jasper and Clay, Cole's unlucky that he has to hear the annoying Oilers goal horn. I'm not a big goal horn guy. And Cole says he loves the Canucks. That is awesome. Lucas will be on the road to Montreal November 9 to watch our boys take on the Habs. That is pretty sweet. Justin, if the Flames somehow steal the Karamaki from us, they can have 3/5 of the sushi line with Connor Mackey, Yusuf Valimaki, and Jonathan Karamaki. Yes, I know. I've been joking around on Twitter, especially when Connor Mackey and Valimaki play, with all the Mackey happening. Indeed. Fangirl, what's the worst goal song in your opinion? I haven't thought any of them were really bad, Fangirl, but none of them have really. Holiday was really good. None of them have really stood out to me. So I honestly don't have a worst one, but I keep saying I think it should be MC Hammer's "You Can't Touch This." Do I have a funny food story? I'd have to think about that. I'm sure if I had to. Oh, here's one. In the Philippines, I ate something called balut. Balut. It is duck embryo, and the embryo is live. So they told me I was eating chicken. So I ate it, and then they told me after what it was, and then I did not feel. Well, I felt fine physically, but then I think mentally I did not feel fine. Justin, not sure if true or not, but I heard there might be a chance we get tickets. Hoping I can make it so we get... Oh, I think you're talking to Lucas about the staff party. I think. Shannon, how do I see the Canucks starting with so many players out? Do you see the players working? Do you see the players and lines that Bruce put together working well together during the game? I hope so, Shannon, but they also have 5 more preseason games to figure it out. So I would like to think that the forwards will have time to gel, but it's so hard to say. It's really hard to say. I think it's a good question, but it's very hard to say right now. Carol, what's the best part about being in the arena? Do you have a favorite place you want to go or your favorite place that you like to sit? I simply like watching games live, and I love meeting people during intermission before after game. I do get recognized because of the channel, which is a nice little bonus, but I simply love meeting other fellow Canucks fans and talking Canucks with them. Oh, I guess it doesn't have to be our own goal song. Rosero says Chelsea Dagger is a bad goal song. Yes, I got sick of it for sure. And Tyler says, like the stream. Tyler is smart. Do what Tyler says. Lucas, thank you for the donation. Let's give Lucas some love. Clay, I think your channel is so positive. You're attracting viewers from within Canuck Sports and Entertainment. I don't know about that, but I have been told that not the entire organization, but people in the organization are aware of this channel, which is good. And honestly, when I bring 140,000 views to the Kevin Owens Bruce Boudreau video on Twitter, I would hope that people in the Canucks recognize, and I don't want anything for it. I don't need tickets. I just hope that they know that I'm out here pounding the pavement, trying to spread some positive love about the team. Cole says, opening night M10 is going to be Kuzmenko, Pettersson, Mikheyev. So you think Mikheyev will be ready? I would take that. Brian wants to go to Canucks opening night M10. That would be sweet. What's the cheapest food in the arena that you've seen? I think it would be like candy bar or something. I still think it's $3 or $4 though. Yeah, which is pretty expensive. Dean, welcome back. Timo Solani sat beside me at a restaurant bar in Vegas tonight. I said hi and asked him to coach. He said he isn't interested. Too much time. Dean, that is a very cool story. That's awesome. Jaskrin, I love how Hughes has helped the Canucks so much just for one transition, and our defense isn't totally atrocious. He is he's the best. He will be the best defenseman we've ever had. I think that's still Matthias Olin, Alex Edler, but Quinn Hughes will quickly be up there. Would I take a stunner from Kevin Owens? Yeah, I think I could. I don't. If wrestling was real and you got stunned, I think it would hurt a little bit. But I think you could kick out of a pin. But I don't need to. I don't need to try it. Rosero paid $6 for a water and candy is $5 now. Wow. Brian says I would take a stunner from KO. Okay, good luck with that. Lucas says I'm waiting word on the jerseys for the Canucks. Haven't heard anything yet. Okay, thank you for that. I see a big donation that I'm going to get to in a second. Cole says Kuzmenko, Pettersson, Mikheyev, Garland, Horvat, Podkolzin, Pearson, Miller, Hoglander, Joshua, Dickinson, Lazar, first night Edmonton, then replace Hoglander with Boeser when he gets back. Okay, I definitely have time for those lines, especially Garland, Miller, Horvat, Podkolzin, which they did. And then Pearson, Miller. Okay, so back. You're basically saying back to the lines they had to start off their training camp. Who is Roman facing next? I think he's got to fight Logan Paul at Crown Jewel, but he's not fighting Extreme Rules. Missy Love. I'm not sure. Actually, I do know who Missy Love is, and I appreciate you being on here, Missy. And let's give Missy some love, donating $50 tonight to the stream, to supporting me. I know who it is. I don't think she wants me to give away her identity. I'll let her do that. But if it's who I think it is, I appreciate you. I will message you later to thank you. And thank you for always supporting me. And if you're going to do that, you should come to the stream every night, Missy. Okay, let's go for 5 more minutes because Tuesday night is the night I have to get to my church by midnight for my weekly prayer hour. Justin, 2 questions. Would you prefer one universal goal song or individualized player goal songs? Also, so I would say one goal song. Also, would you prefer to keep I'm Still Standing as a victory song or change it? I'm Still Standing is okay, but it's not the most hype song. I get people are walking out of the arena though. I would do Young MC's Bust a Move. So I want You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer as my goal song, and I want Young MC's Bust a Move as my victory song. I have no clue why. Lucas says, in regards to the third jersey, reverse retro schedule for November. Nice. Fangirl says, who are you looking forward to seeing more, Lekaramaki or the defenseman Patterson? Lekaramaki, just because he's a more dynamic player. Armin, nice to see you. Pop-up power bomb, that one I would not take so well, Edmund, for sure. Shannon, what would be the best place for you and Coach Rob to get food from the wheelchair section? Yeah, there's plenty of places close by to the wheelchair section. So, Shannon, we can talk about that once we find out what game you're going to, and we'll go from there. But there are plenty of food options for sure. Hello, Dylan. Do I think Logan Paul beats Roman Reigns? No, 0% chance. Maybe Missy doesn't, good suggestion. Maybe Missy doesn't need membership. She just wants to drop $50 every time she gets in here, which is awesome. And there we go. Missy says, love the Canucks talk. Well, thank you, Missy. Very generous of you. Cole did like the lines first day of camp. Yes, a lot of people giving Missy some love, as we should. Rosario says, wheelchair section, there's a panago outside the section. That's right outside of our section, because one of the wheelchair sections is our section. There is a panago outside of our section. Lucas says, my song, thank you for the donation, Lucas. My song ideas work well for a 90s night. Exactly. Maybe that's what I'm pining for, is another old school night for sure. Okay, friends, I'm going to wrap it here. That's 33 minutes. By the time I'm done talking, it'll be about 35 minutes. Perfect timing, because I do got to upload and then get to my church. So Tuesday night's the crazy night. I bowl, I come back, I do the stream, and then I leave for my church. I used to do my church hour actually at 11, but I swapped it to 12 so I can do the stream at 11. So thank you to all of you. Moderators, thank you for the good work that you always do. I appreciate you. Members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang. I think all 3 of you were here tonight. Thank you for your continued support. To all Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks to you as well. Hall of Fame and Legend, I will send you the link for our group Zoom chat. It might actually have to be a bit earlier, because I think I have a hockey pool scheduled for 8:30. So it might have to be... I'll have to figure it out. I will let you know. Sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thanks to both of you. And thanks to everyone who donated tonight, especially, no, I shouldn't say especially, but Missy with the massive donation. Lucas gave some donations as well. Thank you. And then thank you to Justin for gifting 5 memberships. Also amounts to a $25 donation. And if I missed anyone, I apologize for that. But I know definitely Missy, Lucas, and Justin came through tonight. So to the new members, welcome. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. And I appreciate all of you. On your way out, make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video if you haven't liked the video already. Thank you for the donations. You can always leave comments, whatever it may be. And if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review as well. So tomorrow, I'll be back. Maybe we'll have brand new lines to talk about. Hopefully, we're talking about guys coming back as opposed to guys getting more guys getting injured. But we will see what happens. So thanks to all of you for being here. I appreciate you. I do not take you for granted. And thank you for helping me build such a fun, creative, and engaging Canucks community here on YouTube. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And I got to tell you, friends, when I was young, I was very poor. But after many years of struggling, I'm no... Oh, I messed this up. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, you can dislike this video now. Let's try that again. When I was young, it's so good, it's worth it. When I was young, I was very poor. But after many years of struggling, I'm no longer young. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.